What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Addicted to Madden channel. Got some more Jets gameplay for you. Of course, I'm the Jets and he's the Buccaneers. Buccaneers, these are obviously two of the lowest teams in the league. I think they both have won a total of 3 games, and the fact that this guy's using the Buccaneers, I completely respect that because they are a tough team to use. They've got good big receivers, good rocket catching receivers. So I mean, if I was ever going to use the Bucks, that's what I would do. I would just rocket catch all day. But they don't have a mobile quarterback, so that's what I like. I like having the mobile quarterback so that I can have the dual threat in the running game. That way you can't clue in as to who's going to be running the ball. That's kind of what my offense is looking like this year. Like I mentioned in the last video, the No Mercy Percy video, that I'm going to be doing a lot of rocket catching again, as well as the read option stuff. Now this game actually took place before all of that. This is actually a pretty old game, and I think this one was recorded just as my software was crapping out on me. But somehow I was able to hang on to it, and then I realized, I guess once I upgraded, I was able to actually edit this, so I'm actually able to do this game. But this is a really good game, so I'm glad to be able to actually put this game up for you guys. Yeah, this is definitely pre Percy Harvin, and it's also pre playbook, or a custom playbook actually too. I'm probably using the Panthers playbook in this game here. That's what's going on here. I managed to drive down the field, and I got it to. I had to settle for a field goal. He went all the way down the field, and he milked almost that entire first quarter, I think. And then because I only had the ball for so long, I mean it's already like halfway through the second quarter, and he's got the ball back here, and I mean he was actually a really good player, and just the simple fact that he picked the Buccaneers, I figured he was gonna be a good player. I mean, if you usually when guys pick a bad team, I assume that either they're actually probably a pretty good player, or he just happens to be a fan of that team. But I've seen a lot of people using the Bucks this year, and that kind of shocks me actually. I'm not really sure why. I mean, they're like I said, they've got some playmakers, but I mean, Madden 25, man, you wouldn't have seen this. I mean, Madden 25, everyone and their mother was using either the Niners or the Seahawks. I think I've seen more people using the Buccaneers than I have seen using the Seahawks, if you can believe that. So, but it's refreshing to see people using different teams and even the lower teams. I respect people trying to challenge themselves instead of always just trying to instead of always just using the better team. I've noticed now that the Cowboys are good, that now everybody's using the Cowboys. I mean that's which is, I mean I think that's kind of cheesy, but it is what it is. I guess if you got to use whatever team helps you win. So we end the first half. It's 7-3, and I get the ball, of course, which is how I like it. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm still in control of this game. I can pretty much control the clock here, and end up with the lead at the end of this possession. Of course, if I do things right. That was a near pick. It doinked off the guy's helmet, and then my guy caught it. And then this right here, this play here, this is the reason why I titled this the longest fullback dive ever. It was 4th and inches, but I didn't want to punt the ball back to him. Like I said, I have respect for him. He's a good player. And if I figured if I would have punted the ball back to him, he would have scored a touchdown, and then it would have been 14-3. And then being down 14-3 in the second half is pretty hard to come back from. So I went for it. All I called was a fullback dive. I ended up running it for, I don't know, what was that, like a 50-yard touchdown? Never seen that before in my life. So that's got to be the longest fullback dive ever. I mean, unless I mean, I think it's got to be. But anyways, so I have the lead now, 10-7, and we're closing in on the end of the third quarter. But he drove down the field just like I thought he would. He just played small ball, really. I mean, he would run the ball and just do short passes. You see lots of quick slants that he's doing. He didn't use this team the way I would. I mean, with Vincent Jackson and with Mike Evans, I mean, I would just be throwing rocket catches. Those guys are huge. Those guys are like 6'4", 6'5". I mean, that's all I'd be doing all day. So managed to hold him to a field goal. So it's 10-10, and like I said, I'm feeling pretty confident here. I'm in pretty good control of this game, at least the way I like to think of it. You know, I mean, I can go up by a touchdown here, and then all I have to do is just try to D him up, and then and then the game will be over. But I went for it on fourth there in his territory. The reason why I did that is because if he is going to score, I want him to have a short field. You know, I want him to score fast and not be able to milk this whole fourth quarter, because he milked the whole first quarter. So I don't want him to be able to milk the entire fourth quarter and then just end the game with a score. You know, I've lost like that before. I didn't want to do that again. So I went for it on fourth down. That way, you know, even if he did get it, he'd score quickly, which is exactly what he did. So now I have the ball and I have a chance to go and score a touchdown. And if I do get a touchdown, again, my new thing now is to go for two. If we're basically at the end of the game, then I'm going for two from here on out. I mean, again, it was one of my earlier games that I played against Detroit. I kicked the extra point, but then, you know, he won the toss in overtime and then just went down and kicked the oh no, he didn't kick the field goal. He scored a touchdown on me. And, you know, because of that, I'm not taking the chance on missing the flip of the coin and having him you know, beat me that way. So that I'm always going to be going for it. So with 10 seconds left, you know, I get all the way down, and you know, I knew he was pretty much going to play zone. He made a mistake by playing man on that one play, but which got me all the way down here. But with 5 seconds to go, I managed to find Nelson right there, and that of course puts me down by just 1 point. And because I don't want to risk overtime, I always go for two, and I hit Cumberland there, and he manages to hang on to that. So now I'm up by 1 with 2 seconds to go, and all I'm going to do is just squib kick it. And so he gets it and basically tries to do a couple of reverses, and you know, that doesn't end up working out for him. So I get the win. So this is a nice close game and tough game. Definitely a respectable opponent, and glad to come away with the win. So thanks for watching, and I've got more videos coming, more Jets gameplay.